company is Traco Manufacturing Incorporated, a woman business entity. We've been incorporated just over 20 years here in upstate New York, and we're a small family business, and we've been fortunate enough to be involved with Thermwood since 2001. We started out with one machine, currently have 8 Model 45s, and all of our business is anchored and spins around those Thermwood routers.
We're always looking to do new things, and we do a wide variety of materials, anywhere from commercial to industrial, in plastic to wood, aluminum. So the versatility that Thermwood has allowed us to maintain has been second to none.
Somebody will come in with 2,500 sheets of material, and we'll put it on 5 machines and knock it out in 4 days. So that's really an opportunity that we have to take advantage of the equipment that we have. Not only do we have 8 machines, we've been able to upgrade those machines so that all are alike, so that we can run any program on any machine at any time. It gives us an ability to be consistent in what we're doing. The spare parts that we have fit on any machine, so we limit our downtime. And so it's been a success story all the way around.
The machines pay for themselves. They just pump. They don't stop. We have very few people. Depending on the workload, even now, we can set up the programming. The setup is to the point where not a single router of the 8 stops at the same time. So one guy is just walking around, change it over and hit the go button.
It just allows for tremendous amount of growth with what you can do, in your environment over the full scope of the product that we manufacture. We haven't cut down on our people. We have seen places where we had difficult secondary operations we did by hand before, where now we've developed ways to flip those parts over, relocate them on the machine, and we get perfect quality every time. No skips.
We kept buying routers because first off, you see the productivity during the week, not having to work overtime, not running second shifts. With the 8 routers, they do pay for themselves, so you can do 8 over a 48-hour work week. It makes the ability to ramp up for a big job exponentially easier. I mean, you always know if you had to do something large, you could run on a second shift. You could do this. You could run all 8 routers on one job and make it disappear in a day if you had to. So, and that was the big change why we went to so many routers, just because it eliminates the need to depend on somebody else to get your work done.
Our first router hit the floor here in January of 2001, a Model 40 that was about as good a technology as we could buy at that time. What sold me was the people at Thermwood invited me to their facility. They ran product that I was at that time running, and the machine basically sold itself. We bought our second router, which was a Model 45 5x10 in 06. We bought our third one in 07. And then we went for a period of time. As we were going, by 2013, we had a need to buy more. We bought a 45 in February of that year. We bought another one in August of that year. We bought one in 15. We bought a new machine in 16. We bought a machine in 17 and a machine in 18. So we have eight Model 45s at this point. All of our business is based on what we're doing with our routers. The next generation has pretty much taken over manufacturing. What they've been able to do with the technology is amazing. I think one thing that makes us a real solutions operation here is that there are times when they can get bogged down on how are we going to do what we need to do, and I can still give them a viewpoint from old school. And so there's a lot of times where we can fixture things the way we did the old way, right on the deck of the router, and accomplish, impossible cuts or really critical things that you can do consistently over a high volume of product, and still do it safely and efficiently.
QCore has been a game changer for us. Our machines vary in age anywhere from 2005 all the way up to 2016. And with the QCore, we've been able to upgrade our machines from 2005 all the way up to 2018 specifications. Because the Model 45s that we have changed very little as far as the actual machine itself. Maintenance standpoint, we can change whatever anything that wears out or anything like that, but the computer itself, all we have to do is put in a software patch and everything is upgraded to today's specifications. So I can take any one of my 8 setups and move it to any one machine and not have any reservations on quality or ability or efficiency. So for example, the 2005 machine may have run a set program at an hour, and from an efficiency standpoint, now it'll run on the QCore specifications, it'll run at 40 minutes or 35 minutes because of the traverses and how it reads the code faster and the subtle movements that it makes now that, frankly, in 2005 just wasn't thought of at the time.
In 2013, the second machine that we bought was an 08 refurb that was done right at your facility. And when that came in, the first time that we ran programs on that machine, we were running an 06 and an 07 machine right next to it running the same program. And we were stunned when we found that the 06 and 07 machine ran that program in 52 minutes and the QCore ran it in 39 minutes. So anybody out there who has one of these machines, I would recommend you talk to personnel and don't be afraid to upgrade your piece of equipment, because again, we've got 8 machines that are all running at the highest level of QCore today. And if throughput is your true mandate, the key is to have the fastest running machine that you can have, with a platform that you have available to you.
So every machine is up to date basically with the same software, the same number of tool holders, so you can run any program, machine A to machine G, whatever. It doesn't matter how you want to do it. You just put it in and go. The programs could just move, and it makes it easier. It'll make it idiot-proof, so it just works. You want to put the sheet on, hit the go button. That's why we do now have vacuum sensors on the machines, and they paid for themselves in the first 2 weeks we had it, just the number of sheets that you saved, because the machine can't cut without the vacuum in. And it sounds silly. Everybody does it. Hits the go button, forgot to push the vacuum in, and the sheet goes flying off the router. Now you can't do it. Simple. Paid for itself. It's the little things that matter. And now all our 45s have it. Everything from fly cutting the machine to touching off the tools to loading the programs to how the programs work are implemented the same way and used the same way. It makes it easy.
Our machines have gone anywhere from, we started with our Model 40 with 4 tools and then moved up to 7 with the first Model 45, then to 9, and now with QCore and the upgrades there, we've moved to 12, which is huge because from a machining standpoint, you can do a lot more and you can automate a lot more, that you don't have to worry about human interaction with a given part. A part can be completely done, where before we would have to add chamfers, radiuses, countersinks, counter bores, different things like that. Now all of that can be done before it leaves the table. So from a quality standpoint, from an efficiency standpoint, somebody that you would have had to do that in previous time can be doing something else while it's doing that, so your productivity is through the roof.
Yeah, the big key was for us is that it's an easy upgrade for any machine 06 and newer. It's a little bit more expensive, older than that, but it can still be done. And we found that even with a more expensive upgrade, the platform and the consistency with all 8 machines, it was a no-brainer decision. I'm not afraid to commit to another piece of machinery. I'm not if lead times are out there and if I can find a used piece of machinery, I'm clearly not afraid to upgrade. The guys in your upgrade department, Dan Lopez, they do an unbelievable job. All of your guys in service, just tremendous.
From a cosmetic standpoint, it's been very helpful that the machines can be very gentle on the material if we need it to be. And because there's a lot of applications where we're taking a plexiglass or a polycarbonate part, we're taking it to be glued or to be bent, and it's got to be somewhere where it's going to be seen. It's going to be out in the open, so we can't obviously have it be scratched or marred up, and we can really trust that that part is going to come off and it's going to be perfect. The longevity of the equipment. Our machines vary in age over 12, 13 years now, almost the entire lifespan of the Model 45. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. As far as customer service, they're second to none, because any question you have can be answered by Thermwood, someone at Thermwood, in an email, by phone. Everything is just a phone call or an email away. From somebody doing service in the field to somebody talking on the phone, they all have the same knowledge, or seem to, in my experience, have the same knowledge. Any question that I have, they can answer. If not, they can get the answer. So it's been very helpful. Our experience with Thermwood has been incredible. Anything we need is a phone call away. Any parts we need to get in is a next day air shipment away. Anything from a 10-cent washer all the way up to a spindle cartridge to a motor, anything, we can have it next day aired. We can make the call right now as we speak and have it first thing tomorrow morning. So it's been wonderful from a service aspect to, trust has been a really big thing. We can always trust that they'll deliver.
Excellent service. I can call. I know most of the people in the service department. Most of them have been here at one point in time or the other. If I had to, I know I could email in to service on the weekends. If we've had times where we've been, where we've been working on the weekends, and I've had a problem where I could shoot emails off and get responses back. Everything from the maintenance and the service department is excellent, and the machines are great. Love them. Recommend them to anybody who wants one.
We have a lot of faith in the machines. When people give us projects and they have delivery dates that have to be done, failure is not an option here. And we have faith in the equipment, faith in the way that we're running them. And that's what really gives us a leg up on our competition. So
they don't break, and when they do break, it's because they've ran for 8 years and it's tired. It's a wear part. It was meant, belts dry rot before they break. And just from years and years of running with oil and dust and things of that nature. So from a maintenance standpoint, they don't break unless you break them. Unless it's something that wore out over 8 years, they don't break. I mean, we haven't bought a dozen belts for the gantries in 12, 15 years that we've had 45s. They're the most reliable piece of machinery we have on our floor, period. More reliable than the new forklift, more reliable than the new air compressor. You come in, hit the go button, and it makes you money.
The most profitable way to do business is to do it right the first time, satisfy the customer's needs, and move on to the next product. People walk in this door and they see these 8 Thermwoods running here, and they're just saying, wow, this is amazing to see what's going on.
I would say to anybody who is looking to purchase a router that Thermwood would be their best option, because of the versatility of Thermwood. And they're a very healthy company, they're a very trustworthy company, and a very, very thorough company. And the quality of the equipment that they deliver has been, second to none as far as longevity, versatility, and the ability to think ahead that the technology is going to continue to increase. And with that, we can work around that to where an old machine that was running on MS-DOS format can now be, you can have your stuff in the cloud.
Well, the first thing I would tell them is that, do your homework, compare what the others have, and then contact Thermwood. Talk to their salespeople. Before you made any commitments, go there. See the people, watch the product run, talk to them about the different levels of support, from the Mastercam side to the tooling and setup side, to all of the other support that you could get, from their programming side to their service side. Talk to people that actually own Thermwoods, because I will tell you that if you buy a Thermwood router, you'll have more than one, because you'll wonder how you were able to accomplish what you were doing beforehand without it. Ease of setup, consistency, efficiency, everything that has to do with a piece of equipment you can't make a better decision.
If you can justify getting 1, buy 2. It's the hardest router to buy is the first one, and it's equally hard to justify buying the second one. We had 3 for a long time. We made a lot of money with 3. We had a lot of people working here, and we worked a lot of weekends, a lot of late nights. And when we made the decision to buy numbers 4 and 5, one was brand new, one was used. Thermwood was great with both of them, whether we bought new or used. It was another Thermwood machine in the market running. It took us night and day difference in productivity. Overnight, I stopped having to work on Sundays, and that's all that mattered to me. In 2013, I worked 37 Sundays. You can't keep doing that, especially not if you have kids or other outside factors that matter. The router has really taken over a lot of the mundane work because we're doing so many secondaries right in the machine. But I will tell you that the machine is the easiest thing we have, and anybody that wanted to know, if you're going to buy 1, buy 2.